Hello and welcome back to the Marble Games 2021. As always, I'm your host Alpha Master, and we are back for the next event this season. So here is the scoreboard right now. By far we have Forest Rangers out in front, and we also have a three-way tie for 11th place. But enough about that. It is time to begin the block pushing contest. That's event number 5. 2 teams will battle it out and try to get the farthest distance to win. So here is the bracket for this event. Here we have the marbles on the left side and the marbles on the right side. Let's kick things off with Cloudy Nights versus the Shining Suns. They're at the starting line. And they're off. Pushing those blocks. And looks like we have an easy win for Shining Suns. I forgot to mention, I'll put the word win on the track of the winning team. That will happen every battle on this bracket. Anyway, Shining Suns move on. Now it's Sea Snakes versus Hoosiers. And they're off. Ooh. And yes, I forgot to mention, if the block falls off at the end, it's just because that the marbles pushed it way off to the end. So Sea Snakes will take the win this time. Forest Rangers and Peacock Primers will battle next. And they're off. Ooh, another pop-off. Looks like it's an easy win for Forest Rangers. They will move on in the bracket, while Peacock Primers is out this time. Now it's time for Robin's Eggs versus Takedown Tigers. They're just about ready. They're going, and looks like Robin's Eggs is going to take this one. That's the left side of the bracket already done. Now let's kick off the right side with MOCHA Lattes versus Defensive Deer. And they are just about ready to go. They're off. Although it's not exactly a pop-off, MOCHA Lattes still win because they made it to the end before the block fell. Hope you guys are okay with that. And now it's Swirly Twirlies versus Ocean Waves. They're just about ready, and they're off. Swirly Twirlies gets another easy win. They move on in the bracket. Now, let's see the battle of Mighty Mice versus AZURE Avalanche. Here they are at the starting line. And they're off. Ooh. If a marble falls off, it's okay. So Mighty Mice still win. They will move on. And now it's time for Precious Pearls versus Daybreakers. The last match before the quarterfinals. And they're off. And look like Precious Pearls gets the last spot into the quarterfinals. Just as a little reminder, here are the placements from 9th to 16th. These are ranked by the marbles' distances. So Ocean Wave will get last in this challenge. Now it's time for the quarterfinals to begin, with Shining Suns versus Sea Snakes. Let's see what they can do. And they're off. And Shining Suns gets another easy win. They move on in the bracket. Now it's time for Forest Rangers versus Robin's Eggs. And they're off. Ooh, Robin's Eggs barely took that one. They will move on to the semis. And now it's Swirly Twirlies versus MOCHA Lattes. What can they do? They're going, and Swirly Twirlies barely gets this one. And now it is time for Mighty Mice versus Precious Pearls. Or Precious Pearls versus Mighty Mice, either way. And Precious Pearls hit the end first. So they win. Well, they don't win yet. They move on to the semis. Here are the placements from 5th to 8th. These are ranked by distance as well. Now it's time for the semifinals. And let's kick these off with Shining Suns versus Robin's Eggs. What will these marbles do? Oh, they're off. Shining Suns gets another easy win. They move on to the finals. But who will face them? Will it be Precious Pearls or Swirly Twirlies? It's time to find out. And it's going to be Precious Pearls. They move on to the final as well. And now it's time for the third place round between Robin's Eggs and Swirly Twirlies. Who will get third? And it's going to be Swirly Twirlies with an easy win for third place. And now it is time for the final round. Shining Suns and Precious Pearls. Who will win this event? And it's going to be Shining Suns. Shining Suns wins event number 5 of the Marble Games. So here they are on the podium. Shining Suns in first, Precious Pearls in second, and Swirly Twirlies in third. So here's the scoreboard now. Shining Suns is in first place. And we have a couple ties on this board. Sea Snakes is the only one that didn't move. Ocean Waves probably had the biggest change on this leaderboard now. We are almost halfway through the Marble Games 2021. The marbles will wait here for now because that's it for this event. See you next race!